High on the cliffs of Brambleton stood a tower that no one claimed. It was said to have been built by a scholar long ago, though no one remembered his name. The villagers avoided it, for sometimes, in the dead of night, a light would flicker in its highest window, like a lantern swaying in an invisible hand. One stormy evening, Elira, a young mapmaker, took shelter near the tower. Her curiosity outweighed her fear, and she pushed open its heavy oak door. Inside, the air smelled of dust and ink, and on the stone floor lay scraps of parchment half finished, maps that charted lands she had never seen, rivers bent at impossible angles, mountains spiraled like seashells, and coastlines seemed to drift as if alive. Drawn higher, Elira climbed the spiraling staircase until she reached the Chamber of the Light. There stood an unfinished map upon a great table, ink glistening though no hand touched it. A quill floated in the air, sketching mountains as if guided by a ghost. When she stepped closer, the quill stilled. The map stretched to the edges of the parchment, depicting not just seas and continents, but also a single tower on a cliff. This very tower. At its base was drawn a tiny figure, quill in hand. Elira felt her heart quicken. She lifted the quill, and the ink seemed to pulse with warmth. Slowly, she sketched a line across the paper, a path leading inland toward forests and rivers. To her shock, the map shifted, as though the world outside had bent to follow her strokes. That night, she worked feverishly, drawing hidden roads and safe harbors, mountains hollow with crystals, and valleys bursting with orchards. When the storm passed and dawn broke, the land outside the tower seemed subtly changed. Villagers would later swear new paths had opened where none had been. The tower's light never again shone of its own accord, but sometimes when Elira returned, it answered her presence. She came to understand the truth whispered by the old tales. The scholar had not built the tower to watch the world, but to rewrite it. And now the quill belonged to her.